I came home early that Friday, the kind of day where traffic was light, and I thought maybe I'd surprise my wife with takeout and a bottle of wine. My garage was my sanctuary, a $50,000 dream I'd built piece by piece over years, every cabinet custom, every tool in its perfect place, the kind of space that felt more like a part of me than the house itself. But when I turned into the driveway, the sound hit me before I even opened the door. A crash, heavy and metallic like something splintering under force. My gut twisted. When I pushed the garage door open, the sight stole the air from my chest. Her brothers, two of them, were swinging sledgehammers into the drywall, into the workbench, into the very bones of the room I'd built. My wife stood in the corner, her face hard and cold, yanking my custom cabinets from the walls with her bare hands. "What the hell are you doing?" My voice cracked with shock, with rage, with disbelief. They didn't even stop. One of the brothers gave me a smug glance before swinging again, shattering a shelf that had taken me weeks to design. My wife dropped a cabinet door at her feet and glared at me, as if I were the intruder, as if I had no right to protest. "You don't get to have this anymore," she spat, her voice low and trembling. I grabbed one of the hammers mid-swing, yanking it from her brother's hands. "Stop, all of you, stop!" My chest was heaving, my pulse thundering in my ears. She stepped forward then, fire in her eyes. And for a moment I didn't recognize the woman I had married. "You think this is yours?" she hissed. "You think you get to build your little palace while I'm ignored? While I'm forgotten? This is our house! And I'm done letting you lock yourself away in here." Her words cut, but not as deep as the truth I suddenly saw shining through them. The hatred in her eyes wasn't born overnight. It had been festering. "What are you talking about?" I demanded. "Why would you destroy everything I've worked for?" That's when she broke. Her shoulders shook, her jaw clenched. And then the confession came, ripped from her like a wound tearing open. "Because you weren't the only one hiding out," she whispered. "While you were in here with your tools and your toys, I was with someone who actually looked at me." The words slammed into me harder than any hammer could. I stumbled back, the garage spinning. My wife, my partner, was admitting, right there in the ruins of my dream, that she had been unfaithful. My voice was barely a whisper. "Who?" She looked at me then, her eyes brimming with tears and defiance. "It doesn't matter. He's gone now. But every nail you hammered into these walls was another reminder that I wasn't enough. So I took it back. I took all of it back." Her brothers stood silent now, their faces uneasy, their hammers hanging limp at their sides. They hadn't come just to help her tear down a garage. They had come to help her bury a marriage. I looked around me. Splintered wood, shattered glass, the pieces of years of work littering the concrete floor. But none of it hurt as much as the image of her with someone else, finding comfort where I never thought she'd look. I wanted to scream, to rage, to throw them all out. Instead, my body went numb. My throat tightened. My eyes stung, but I held it in, swallowing the pain like broken glass. "You could have told me," I finally said, my voice hollow. "You could have said something before it got this far." Her lip trembled, but she turned away, hiding her face. "You never listened." Silence stretched between us, heavy and suffocating. Her brothers shifted uncomfortably, finally backing out of the garage, leaving us in the wreckage. I stared at the cabinets lying broken at her feet, at the place that had been mine, now reduced to rubble. And in that destruction, I realized something with a clarity that chilled me. This wasn't about a garage. It wasn't about money or cabinets or tools. This was about love lost in silence, about betrayal born out of neglect, about two people who had stopped being enough for each other long before today. I dropped the hammer and walked out without another word. The night air felt cruel on my skin. Behind me, the garage still echoed with the memory of their destruction. But inside my chest, something deeper had been demolished. I didn't go back in the house. I didn't go back to her. I drove aimlessly, gripping the wheel until my knuckles turned white, the sting of her words replaying in my mind. I was with someone who actually looked at me. By the time dawn came, I knew the truth. The garage could be rebuilt. Cabinets could be replaced. But the marriage we had, the trust we once held, that was gone, shattered beyond repair. And no sledgehammer in the world could destroy me the way her confession had.